claiming it's expanding its military capabilities, showcasing what North Korean state media has said Sunday is a new nuclear weapon. This comes just one day before the U.S. and South Korea are set to begin joint military drills. Joining us now to talk about all of this, The Hill's Niall Stanage. Niall, always good to see you. Wish we weren't talking about nuclear capabilities of North Korea on a Monday morning to start the week, but here we are. So let's do our best, right?
Not one of our sunnier topics, but we'll give it a go, Adrian.
We'll give it the old college try. It seems as though North Korea obviously has been testing weapons often. At least 13 displays of advancements in military weaponry just this year alone. So what do we know about this latest test?
Well, we know this is a short-range missile and not as large as the intercontinental ballistic missile that the North Koreans tested last month. But I wouldn't take, unfortunately, too much reassurance from that, Adrian, because even this shorter-range missile, we believe, is capable of transporting a nuclear warhead, albeit over shorter ranges.
Do we know the range? Do we know, when you say short range, how far is that reach?
Well, we know the test was estimated to be 68 miles, which is really very short. That would suggest that it would be possibly aimed at potentially South Korea or even US military bases in South Korea. 68 miles is only about 1/10 of the distance between North Korea and Japan. But obviously that is only a test. We don't know if it actually has somewhat greater capacities than that.
Is the U.S. interested at all in resuming talks with North Korea in light of this latest news?
Ostensibly, yes. The Biden administration has said from the start that the door is open to diplomacy. But look, as we know and as we have discussed, there are a lot of other crises demanding the Biden administration's attention, both overseas and at home. And that inevitably, I think, reduces the political capital and the motivation to get involved in talks. Talks between the US and North Korea have kind of been dormant since about 2019. And I'm not seeing a whole lot of evidence that there's going to be new momentum in that respect.
Right, but there are a lot of interested Americans who are wondering, what does this mean for the safety of my nation, especially in light of what's going on with Russia and Ukraine? What do we know about this year's joint training with South Korea forces that are set to begin today?
And that is set to last around 9 days. Now, one interesting change that has been made recently is that it is going to take predominantly the form of computer simulations and things of that nature, rather than troops on the battlefield participating in exercises. One final point, though, Adrian, the president-elect of South Korea wants to ramp up these kinds of exercises. He was elected to take a sort of a harder line against North Korea. So these kind of exercises are likely to pick up in pace and momentum.
Harder line, but largely symbolic, at least for now, which I think all of us believe is pretty good news. Thank you, Niall.
We'll take that in the circumstances.
We will take that, especially on a Monday. Have a wonderful day.
Same to you, Adrian. Take care.
Thank you. New today, of course, Elon Musk.
Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to click on the red subscribe button below so you can get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.